Hello and welcome to November's Code Club. So in this Code Club, we are going to be focusing on space. We have a wonderful set of events for you this month due to our Webb Telescope community event, which is November 9th. And it is online, so please register for that event. To do so, I'm going to show you real quick. So that very first ad that we just saw so we're going to go previous, is this Webb Space Telescope. We're going to click on that, and it has information about our event on November 9th, starting at 6:30 p.m. There's a link here so you can join us. We're going to be having live instructions on how to make galaxy slime. We're going to be playing bingo, and there's also a Beanstack challenge. And in this Beanstack challenge, you have the ability to collect code words that will allow you to complete activities. These activities are going to allow you to put your tickets towards a family prize pack that is pretty awesome. So later in this video, I am going to give you the code word, and this code word can be entered to get your ticket for that event. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to come back over here to Tynker. So in the video, we go to Tynker, and then I chose Hour of Code, and then I chose the NASA tab. So from there, we now have these various ones. So all the way back in January, we worked on building a lunar habitat because eventually we're going to go to the moon and then to Mars, and they're going to have to build habitats that the astronauts can live in. Today, we are going to look at search and scan. So a lot of what they're going to be doing on Mars is going to be searching for microorganisms, for ice, for different materials that they can use to build or to grow plants and other things for survival. So we're going to click on this one. And we have the little Tynker monster. So I'm going to move my video so that way you can see what we're doing. So over on the left of your screen, there is a tutorial, and this tutorial is talking about robots. So for some of you, you've been to our Makerspace programming and you've gotten to play with Spheros or Ozobots, but a lot of what NASA and what other companies do is their robots are all configured. So they have to code them, they have to build them, and then they have a job to perform. So in this case, the robot doesn't get bored. It's a machine, so it might get tired with its parts if it gets dust or other debris in there, but they don't get bored because they're programmed. So we are going to try to get our lunar landscape rover to be able to collect stuff. So here's a sample. So if you click on it, it's going to open a video and it's going to show you what we're trying to do. So right now the rover goes to this pile, doesn't see anything. Comes over here and look, it found some rocks. So it plants the flag and collects the inventory. So once it's finished scanning all the different craters that we've set up, it's going to take it to this module that's going to deposit all of the materials. So it deposited our materials. We have all samples collected, in which case, yay, you won. So now I'm going to stop that. And we're going to follow the directions to see if we can create a similar program. So the point of this is to learn about directions and turning, about input and output, create events, and learn about simple physics. So there's a lot you can do with this particular lesson. So we're going to hit next. And so they've already, luckily for us, set up a basic sample for us to see what it looks like. So we're going to read through this. So it says we're going to add, using tiles, we're going to draw our own walls and craters, and we're going to add pre-made props. For this project, the stage could have at least one pre-coded storage building, so they have different actors and sets, and you can add those if you don't want to build your own. And then we're going to have a drop zone. So right now, this is our pre-made drop zone. And then we could also add a hydroponics or a laboratory for this design. So as you're designing your base, make sure there's enough place for the actual rover to be able to drive around, okay? So then hit next. So now we're going to configure obstacles. So as you can see, it looks like we have 2 craters right now. They already put some ice there for us. We have a sort of starting point right now, but we can change a lot of this if you want. So you can see that there's a whole list of things that we have. So right now it's focused on the crater, as you can see with the little arrows. And it tells us our obstacles. So right now we're working on the large crater because that's what's selected. And these are different obstacles. So any tiles you've drawn on the stage will automatically block the rover, but other objects and props will need code. Add these blocks to the crater actor and any other actors you've used. These blocks will be made active so they can block the rover, or static because they can lock in place, so the rover's not going to be able to push them around the screen. Make sure to add this code to any other obstacles. So right now we have this crater, we have a stage, so if you wanted to create a new crater, you can hit duplicate, and you can create a new crater, and you can change this, so you can say large crater 2, and then you can save it. And you can change this if you want. You can add a different costume. You can change it so it looks like how you want it to look. And then you go back. And so now we have a large crater 1 and we have a large crater 2. But we're going to need to move this around so that way it's not right on top of each other. And this one we're going to move a little over and move the little stone so it stays in that crater. So that way you have spaces for your rover to be able to go and find things. There we go. So then we're going to hit next. And in this mission, the rover will need to collect samples. So right now we do have a sample of ice right here. But as you can see, we also have rocks. So we can actually put our rocks, here's one here, but we can put more rocks if we want to duplicate it. And we can put them, and we're going to change this so that way they're rocks too. And if you want to, you can change, like I said, the costume so it looks different. Save, and then back. And then the second set of rocks, I'm going to move up here into this crater. So you have the different ones. We can add things to our backpack, we can duplicate, or we can delete things. So they do suggest that you swap costumes so you have different sets of rocks. So let's try that, shall we? So we're going to go to settings, and we're going to go here where we're going to change the costume to be a different costume. Wait, don't want that one. We're going to, oh, sorry, I just keep adding the same costume. So I am going to import an image. And actually I don't have an imported image, so I'm going to use one of their images. So I finally figured out how to change costumes. I'm sorry. This one's a little more challenging than some of the other ones. So you just go to settings and add right here, we can add costume. It gives us a whole media library. They have a space theme. So I'm going to go to the space theme and I want to see what they have. They have craters. Oh, okay, here's another set of moon rocks. They have these ones and these ones. So I want to choose this one. And then all we have to do is that. And so now we have a different set of space rocks. So yay! So for you all, I want you to continue moving forward. This is only page 4, so there's so much stuff that you can add and that you can do to make this an amazing product. And I hope you have fun with this because I want you all to be amazing scientists and coders. So I hope you enjoy this. And now I suppose I really should tell you what our space term is. And for today's sci-fi space word Webb telescope thing, which I'm not doing right, let's start that over. For today's secret code word for the Webb Telescope Community Event Beanstax Page Challenge, it is lunar. So please make sure that you type lunar into the Beanstax Challenge to collect this ticket. All right, bye for now.